As the Vatican calls for a moral and human-centered approach to artificial intelligence, tech companies are facing growing pressure for ethical oversight. We spoke with Paolo Carozza, a Notre Dame law professor and member of Meta's Oversight Board, about how faith and subsidiarity could help build accountability in AI. So over the last month, the Vatican has hosted at least 3 different events on AI, focused on ethics, medicine, and those working in the field as Catholic leaders. Why is there such intense focus on this right now?
Well, I think the church has realized for a while, even prior to the advent of the leadership of Pope Leo, that artificial intelligence poses enormous questions to human society and human well-being. Other popes have already warned about the problems that technology generates. Pope Leo has focused a special attention on it since the very beginning of this pontificate, as we all know. So much of the work that has been going on for a while, I think, is now being crystallized to try to bring it together and really have a unified impact, and for the church to be able to speak with a more consolidated voice in this area, if you will.
Now, you're on the Meta Oversight Board, an independent review board where individuals can appeal if they disagree with the content decisions made by the platform. And you're one of the few Catholics in leadership there. How do you see the Catholic faith, the relationship between human beings and artificial intelligence?
Well, I think Catholic teaching has always been centered around the dignity of the human being. Every human person has an irreducible, indestructible value given to us by being created in the image of God. And I think that translates very well into the discussions about how we should judge, use, evaluate, limit the role that new technologies have in society. And so my ability to be in environments like the Oversight Board, where we're together with people from a variety of different perspectives in different parts of the world, are all trying to face that question together. I think it's really important to be able to have those of us who are educated in a Catholic tradition be participants in that discussion and bring the wisdom of the church into the larger social environment there.
The Meta Oversight Board seems to desire to represent a new form of accountability for tech companies. How does this board take subsidiarity seriously, and what do you hope other companies learn from this experiment?
Well, I'm so glad that you mentioned subsidiarity, exactly because I see it as a Catholic as this is a perfect example of how the value might be and the principle that the church holds as part of centrally within its Catholic social tradition as being valuable to this area. What we have in the Oversight Board is an example that is independent of both the tech companies themselves and the economic interests they have and the profit-driven interests, but also independent of the state and the government. And so it allows organizations within that intermediary space in which religious communities live and operate, in which most of society lives, to bring a degree of greater accountability and transparency into the operation of tech companies in general and the impact of those technologies in what we do.
Paolo Carozza, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.